So, this is breaking news. We're following for you at this moment. The Federal Ministry of Arts and Culture, Tourism and Creative Economy has announced the postponement of the 2025 edition of the National Festival of Arts and Culture. According to the News Agency of Nigeria, the festival, which was to be hosted by Enugu States, was scheduled to begin today, November 22nd. However, the postponement was announced on Saturday in Abuja, that is, of course, today, by Nneka Anibeze, Special Assistant on Media and Publicity to the Minister. The decision followed a careful assessment of the national mood amidst rising insecurity across various parts of the country. It says, in parts, in solidarity with affected families and communities, and out of deep respect for lives lost, the Minister Hanatu Musawa, in consultation with stakeholders, has approved postponements, postponing the festival to a later date. NAFEST has always played a powerful role in nation building by bringing Nigerians together, strengthening social cohesion, and offering a platform for cultural diplomacy and soft power. As one of the few national events capable of projecting a positive and inclusive image of Nigeria, showcasing unity, hospitality, and national confidence, this year's edition, with over 28 states preparing to participate, was poised to send a strong message of resilience and unity. However, given the current national mood, the federal government believes it is more respectful and responsible to postpone the festival rather than proceed while many citizens are grieving. The statement added. The minister emphasized that the decision reflects values of empathy, national unity, and collective sensitivity. A new date for NAFEST 2025 will be announced following further consultation with stakeholders, including security agencies. I know I had shown you some videos where I went to Opera Square and the ICC, where it was already set for the opening ceremony of that event. I also just expressed fear. I mean, the fear is not even about the kidnapping that was happening in, I think there are 3 kidnaps right now, if you are counting well. The latest being the one in Nasarawa. They had the one in Niger, the one in Kebbi. And those ones, the response from the government has been, chilling. And it's as if there is nothing the government is doing about it. The point I'm actually even trying to make in terms of security is the fact that I think by and large it is because of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. That's why they called off this NAFEST festival. Because again, nobody really knows what's going to happen. This judgment just happened on Thursday, and the judgment is still very fresh in the minds of people. Most Igbos are very angry. In fact, there isn't any Igbo man right now you will speak to about this latest development that will tell you they are not very angry about it. If you really want to feel the pulse of an Igbo man, what they feel, excuse me, what they feel about this latest development, look at what Cubana Chief Priest is saying. Look at what Obi Cubana is saying. Trust me, that is the mood. I'm a journalist and I work in the Southeast. That is the mood of what most Igbos feel. I'm happy, really. I'm excited that most of our Igbo brothers have refused to go on the street to protest. Our protest has always been, sitting back at home and just practically doing nothing. That's their own way of protesting, the continued incarceration of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. So I understand that the government would try to hide under the cloak of, it's insecurity around the country. That is what is making, them cancel it. But we know that the real reason why the event in Enugu was cancelled was because of the Nnamdi Kanu sentencing. And nobody wants to take chances because it's a national event and 28 states had already arrived in the state. In fact, for the videos that I posted yesterday on this platform, you would have also seen that there are people who were already on ground doing rehearsals for today. Go and check it. I think the title is Enugu Agog as NAFEST begins. That was the title. So there were people who were, if you see that video, people who were already there. There were canopies already there, you know. People were already, you know, rehearsing. 28 states were already on ground preparing for that particular event that is supposed to start today. But they have read the room and they say, oh, wait, there's insecurity in the north with the kidnappings going on and ransom, Guinea happening there. And then southeast, Mazdam Dekanu has been sentenced to life imprisonment. Igbos are angry. Igbos are saddened by that, and anything is possible. So the best thing is just cancel it completely or just remove it completely. And this is my prediction. This is my prediction. I'm not too sure, but this is my prediction. The federal government may not do NAFEST anywhere in the southeast. They might take this NAFEST to either Lagos or Abuja. Maybe Port Harcourt. Port Harcourt, yeah, they might say, okay, let's do it in Port Harcourt or maybe somewhere else. They wouldn't want to do it in Enugu anymore or anywhere around the southeast because of that threat of, we're holding one of them and there's anger in Igbo land and anybody can do anything at any time. So they are really scared of that. So that's my own prediction, and I might be wrong, so don't run with it as if, oh, I read it somewhere. It's my prediction and I'm entitled to it. Predictions can go left or right, and these my opinions are my opinions. I'm not saying these things in order to make you wrong with it and say they're facts. There's no fact in it. I'm just telling you, if there are facts, I will tell you these are my facts, but these are my personal opinion, which can be flawed at any point in time. The reason why the federal government is taking away NAFEST from the southeast is because of the issues with Mazdam Dekanu. They are scared that IPOB might regroup and maybe attack. That they're trying not to give them that chance. So, and they say they've postponed it, right? I hope they postponed it and still have it in Enugu. Don't postpone it and take it to Lagos, or postpone it and take it to Abuja, or postpone it and take it to Port Harcourt. That will signal something. And remember also, Enugu is an APC state. So you cannot say it's an opposition state. That is the reason why. So you can't take it away from Enugu because people have booked their hotel, booked their spaces, paid for several things, and you are now scuttling people's businesses because of that. I mean, I'm just imagining what the losses would be like for most people in Enugu who are prepared for the events. It's going to be really, 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 really interesting. I would love to see what's going to happen in a couple of days, in a couple of weeks' time. That is, if at all they're even going to have it. This could also be that they might decide not to have it again this year. I just push it to maybe next year. They won't have it at all anymore. And remember, monies have been voted for this event. Now, the government have voted a lot of money for this event, and might be an opportunity for, people in that place, in that environment, to maybe the money has been budgeted, has probably even been spent, because you can't still have the money stuck somewhere when the event is supposed to be starting today, and today we're announcing the postponement. Maybe some persons must have taken a few of these monies and run, just like they do in government. And then when they say they postponed it, everybody says, okay, let's wait for the time they will call for it again. And trust me, it's never ever going to happen. Maybe they'll just say, this year they're not going to have it. Push it to next year, so that it won't look like, oh, they postponed it, or they removed it from Enugu and put it somewhere else. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's my point. Again, these points and opinion can be flawed and said in 1 year. Thanks for watching.